Alright, today we're having a look at Kairi chi ni somaru Haku no ko White Chainsaw by Historie Anji. Alright, so here we are in White Chainsaw. I know I'm starting us off in the cutscene, but we get into it pretty quick, so we might as well take a look at it. That is the titular White Chainsaw. We are a kind of spooky looking girl wandering through the library trying to get these 5 rabbit dolls while trying to keep our chainsaw lass from cutting us into little pieces. Now, truth in advertising, that we did take a look at this in the stream, and I liked it an awful lot, and I wanted to try to give it another look and maybe try to actually survive this time, because we didn't survive the last time. I don't know. Okay, there's our flashlight. Forgot about that. We got our earphones. Now, I don't really know what the earphones do. That is our duck. I'm wondering if the earphones reduce fear, because fear seems to be a thing that we need to take care about. Now, the reasons that I wanted to take a look at this... Oh god, there she is. Oh, she is terrifying. There's a couple of reasons I wanted to take a look at this. No, you need to run. Okay, so L2 is R2 is run. It really builds a very nice sense of tension, because White Chainsaw back there, she is always back there, and you can kind of see her as you're swinging the camera around. You can hear the chainsaw getting closer. She will cut down boards, and it is pretty awful and terrifying and frightening. I don't remember where any of the rabbits were. We looked at this like 2 weeks ago, I think. Oh, Jesus. She's going to straight up kill us, and that's going to be a problem. But maybe we can lure her into breaking up some of the boards around here. There doesn't seem to be a jump. I should probably leave things quiet enough, long enough to... no, we can't do that. Don't crouch. Now, if our fear gets high enough, will we die from a heart attack is what I'm wondering. We never got that to work out when we were playing on the stream because, well, we kept on getting killed. To be honest, now we can't duck under there? Right, we need her, but she's not going to... Oh god, there she is again. She's not going to cut that down unless it's in between her and us. Now we can get over some of these things. There's a rabbit. Oh, okay, so we just heard her cutting through something. There is a rabbit. I feel like there was one around here, but no, that's not going to help us. In fact, that's probably deleterious to our continued health, so we'll want to not do that. Oh, jeez, there she is. Oh god, she's going to cut us. But it works, like, even knowing how the level works. Having White Chainsaw here actually sneak up on us. So we're getting a little bit of kind of visual field effects. And we can see some notation in the upper corner there that I'm not entirely sure what that is supposed to imply. Oh, we can get over this. Okay, get over this. That's right. Now, where's our rabbit? But there is a bit of visual distortion that I'm guessing has to do with how much fear we've got going on. Oh, and... Okay, yes. Now, turning on the headphones, which also sounds a lot like my hub music, turning on the headphones does reduce the fear, which is good. And I don't know what happened to our White Chainsaw. She's gone and, just hidden someplace. We can only have the headphones on while we're holding the L1 button. And I think that means that we can't do any other movements at the same time. Yeah, so we can't have the headphones on while we are running. Where did that rabbit go? Oh, where has my rabbit gone? Oh, where could it be? We have seemed to have lost the White Chainsaw, which is appreciated. But I know she's out there. I know she's out there stalking these corridors looking for us. Although it's not really any corridors, it's more of just a big empty room. But the sound design here is really well done. And you can kind of get a feel for how close White Chainsaw is at any given time. So I can hear the chainsaw now, but it's really quite soft. But as she gets closer, I don't know that we're going to be able to find... Oh, there's a rabbit. Okay, so at least we found one rabbit. Now, how do I pick that up? Yes, rabbit. Rabbit. What is our interaction button? Okay, the square button, I think, is the interaction. So we got one rabbit, which is about where we were on the last time that we played this on stream. And we've only got 13 seconds left. I don't know that I'm going to find all of the rabbits. Oh god, there she is. Stay away from me. Yeah, we're not going to find any more of the rabbits before we have to go back to the hub. So we're going to head back to the hub and we'll talk about it there. See yas! And we're back. And返り血に染まる白鎖鋸 or White Chainsaw by Historie Anji. And I would say, for my own mileage, it's a green circle. It's maybe a softer green circle for some people, but I really found myself very charmed and disturbed at the same time by the level, and I think that what it pulls off, really quite well. One thing that tends to come up an awful lot, I've found myself saying this quite often, but I really loved the character design, both of the main character and of White Chainsaw. We're going to call her White Chainsaw, except for a little bit of issue where the joints are, particularly the arm joints, that makes them look a little bit mannequin-esque, that I found that they had a lot of character to them. They had a lot of dark charm to them, and kind of small bits like the main character's eyes glowing a little bit. I thought that was kind of interesting. The blood on the chainsaw of White Chainsaw as well, I thought that was pretty cool. Those aspects were excellent. And other aspects of those characters, and kind of tying into something a little bit larger, but I think that's really, really important. The sound design of both the levels and the characters is excellent, and it really builds the tension of the level. Something that I hadn't noticed when I was playing on stream, and I only think maybe a little bit noticed when we were actually playing in the video, that not only can you hear the chainsaw revving to give you a bit of a feeling of how close White Chainsaw actually is, but when she's stalking around but doesn't know where you are, she'll actually like laugh to herself, she'll giggle, and she'll hum, and it's really, really creepy. It's really, really disturbing. And if you're not expecting it, it can actually kind of shock you out of a hiding spot and put you in her sights, which is actually really, really cool. The way that you use your own music to dampen down your fear, and I like the cost-benefit analysis going on there, because if you got your headphones on, your fear is dropping, but you won't be able to hear the minor sound cues that let you know that White Chainsaw is actually getting closer. So you have to kind of make a decision. Do you want to kind of drop the fear down a little bit? Do you feel safe enough to do that? Or do you want to be able to keep an ear open to see if she's stalking around or if she's actually actively chasing you? The chasing that White Chainsaw does is really quite freaky. When she's on your tail, and the girl has got legs on her, she'll leap up on top of bookcases, she will chase after you, she'll be on your heels. It's not impossible to lose her, but it can be relatively difficult to do so. So that part of it as well, when you kind of pan the camera around a little bit and you'll just see her hopping up over a bookcase in the background, and you're like, she's on me, I need to get the heck out of here. It is really kind of creepy, so I thought that was great. The actual gameplay itself, and I found it good, but I can see how it might be a little bit of hit or missy for some people. The plus, but also kind of the minus aspect of that is that the rabbit's location is randomized. So just remembering where you found rabbits before is not really going to help you find them the next time around. Now that can add replayability to the level, but it can make the level fairly difficult to finish. And I, will be absolutely honest here, I was not able to find all 5 rabbits. I did get 4 of them, but I wasn't able to find all 5. There was one where it seemed like I actually needed to have my flashlight on, that I had actually passed in this area a number of times, but when I turned the flashlight on, I was suddenly able to notice the rabbit. I don't think that it was suddenly appearing because of the flashlight, but it does come in handy because there are a lot of dark nooks and crannies in that level. It's really easy to pass over things and miss things, especially when you're trying to keep out of the effective range of White Chainsaw. So the fact that that is actually a necessary gameplay mechanic, I thought was really, really cool as well. One slight downside was that at times it could be a little bit difficult to tell just where you could climb over things. There's a number of bits of rubble that you can actually get over top of, but it's not always clear like what height you can actually surmount. And I found that to be a little bit of a difficulty at times, where I thought I would be able to run over things, but I actually wasn't well, actually wasn't actually. Okay, so we're repeating ourselves. I actually wasn't able to do that thing, and I got myself kind of caught up in that rubble area, and it made it more dangerous and more difficult for me to escape from White Chainsaw, so that was a bit of a problem. One cool thing that I finally, when I was playing for Pips, was able to get the third rabbit. We've, up until now on the stream and in the video, we were only able to get 2 max, and when I got the third rabbit, the lights all went out, and you actually have to go to a generator and turn the generator back on to get the lights to, obviously, to turn back on. I wasn't expecting that at all, and I kind of jumped out of my skin a little bit when it happened, so that was really, really cool. And that is, I mean, that's really what this level is coming down to. It builds tension quite effectively. It is really, really creepy. The sound design is creepy, the character design of White Chainsaw is creepy. The fact that she kills you in 1 hit. There's not a health system here, which actually diegetically makes a lot of sense. If you're a person and somebody swings a big massive chainsaw into you, yeah, you're probably going down. And there's a really effective and creepy cutscene as a game over screen where White Chainsaw is kind of cradling your body, you know, obviously dead, as the camera pans around you, and that was so cool. This level has just got so much cool going for it. Now, interestingly enough, I did not realize it was the same creator, but I had seen one of Historia Angi's levels done on Little Big Dez's stream. As I always say, watch Little Big Dez's streams because they're really, really good. And that was White Rabbit and the Rubble Sleeping Beauty Robot Survival 2. And it's, again, it's a really well put together character design level. It's a kind of a survival challenge type level where you're fighting off waves and waves of robots until eventually you die. I was only able to make it to the 3rd wave, so I found the flying type enemies are really quite difficult to pin down in the shooting, but the different kinds of attacks and the way that those are animated on the character are so well done. I wish that the enemy types were a little bit more robust, and maybe this will be something that Historia Angi comes back to sometime in the future or expands on. They've actually got a number of levels available, and I absolutely encourage you to take a look at those levels because they are really cool. And they seem to be making an effort of putting both English and Japanese English and Japanese instructions in those levels so that English-speaking players will be able to play along. The first time that I saw the Robot Survival 2 level on Little Big Dez's stream, there was only Japanese instructions, but this time I noticed that there was a toggle that you could switch them on and off so that you could figure out what was going on. And in White Chainsaw, that they are all in English, so they will be relatively easy to follow. Very cool creator. I'm going to be keeping an eye on them. Historia Angi, you did an excellent job, and I'm so glad that I stumbled across your levels in the stream, and I had an extra chance to take a look at them for the show here. I know it's a little bit self-indulgent to take a look at the show at levels that we've already looked at, but hey, it's my birthday, so I think I can be a little bit self-indulgent this time around. And I think that pretty much does it for us this go around here. Take a look at this level. I think it's really, really cool. But from me, Risco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.